Pisces, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings, Tarot Readings from the Heart. So this is your bonus reading for June 2018. You've also got your love reading next door and general reading as well for the month of July 2018. But this is your bonus. Remember, every month I come to you with a month ahead reading and also a bonus reading. So what we're looking at is, what we're using is the Finesta Tarot. Bought this back in December 2017. Never used it because I don't know what it was. I just didn't like the way that the illustrations were. But taking a look at the illustrations again, I actually love them. I think they're really nice. So yeah, it's a really nice deck actually. And we are using this for your main reading. This is your angel answers, advice, and this is going to be the clarifiers, which is Tarot to Go. And Tarot to Go is using the old, smaller Hanson Roberts deck. Now, the bonus reading this month is what's blocking you from finding real love. Okay, so really this reading just looks at, if you know, for you guys, it just depends who this resonates with. It's not going to resonate with everyone, obviously, but you know, this should be about this reading really sort of it talks about people, those of you Pisces people who are probably thinking, why can't I never find the relationship of my dreams or find my true soulmate? This is a reading designed maybe just to give you a little bit of food for thought. Alright, so we're going to put the clarifier to the side along with the advice card, which we'll pull out after the reading, and we're going to pull out the Finesta Tarot. Okay, so let's pull this one out here, and let's have a look at the reading. So there we go. All right, so Universe Spirit, what is blocking? You know what the spread looks like, Universe Spirit, so I don't need to tell you every position because you know exactly what positions these cards are in. What is blocking Pisces from finding real love? What is blocking Pisces people from finding real love? What is blocking Pisces Sun and Rising signs from finding true love? What is blocking Pisces Sun and Rising signs? By the way, if a card does fall out, I always put it back in. If it comes out again, then it's got a really important message for you. What is blocking Pisces? But that card, Pentacles keep coming out. We'll see. What is blocking Pisces people from finding true love, real love? Show me. All right, we're going to split the deck 1, 2, and 3, and what we're going to do, put those cards back together. I have to turn it around this way because it was shuffled. If I was to turn it around this way and deal with the cards, then basically I would be looking at everything the way that I shuffled them, but you'd be seeing everything upside down. Okay, so this is where you are right now. So this is your present focus. This is the focus for you at the moment, in the present situation, or what you're experiencing right now. This is who you are. So the significator card should be who you are as a person. This is what's challenging you, and this is the root of that challenge. So this is why how the blocks all began with this root issue here. This is what you've been experiencing in the recent past, and this is a very important area because this actually speaks up. Even if I see no blockages here, this area here will tell you anyway what the most likely block is going to be for you guys. Okay. Even if it doesn't feel like it's apparent at first when I'm doing the reading, it usually shows up at the end. It usually kind of unveils itself up in the end, exactly what the blockage is. Coming in, this is how you feel in the immediate future. This is probably the most important part of the reading because this card shows how you're approaching your love lives at the moment. So how you feel about love at the moment, how you're approaching your love life at the moment is this area. I'm going to move these cards up a little bit here. Because of where the camera is directed, so we're just going to pull the cards just up here, just a little bit here and here as well. I just think it's, yeah, that's it, and we'll put that here as well. Okay, sorry if the cards look a bit wonky, I don't know what it is. I've tried to position the camera so the cards look, you know, really straight, but it doesn't matter, it doesn't look too bad. Just pull that. Sorry, I'm so picky when it comes to how the cards look on screen. Yeah, so this is how you're approaching love. This is how you feel about love. This position represents, whatever card shows here, this is how you're viewing love through the eyes of this particular card. This is how your ex-lovers view you, or an ex-lover views you. This is your hopes or desires concerning love, hopes, desires, or fears concerning love. And this is the overall outcome. Okay, we'll pull this down just a little bit here so you get to view everything in that. And so the overall outcome really is the advice card at the end. This card here is very important because it says, whatever the blockage is here, it'll say, this is the way that you overcome it here. So this is the solution card in the outcome here. Okay, let's just, sorry, I know I keep fiddling, but it does my head in when things don't look straight on screen. Okay, so let's have a look. So how are you, I always go here first. How are you guys approaching your love lives at the moment? Justice reversed. You are feeling, I think, very unbalanced about your love life with justice in the reverse. Some of you guys might feel that you've been treated very unfairly. So some of you guys, Pisces, might be approaching love in terms of feeling victim, because the justice card is all about a miscarriage of justice. This card shows up when you've been treated unfairly. It's not a balanced card. You know, justice in the upright for love often means it can mean making decisions, but it's also a card that indicates that you found your soulmate, you found the person that you're meant to be with, because it's justice. It represents, justice is the law, the 11th law of the universe. So justice speaks about whatever it is that you've put out there is what you get back, and that can be anything. So if you know, if you are putting out the image of treating people badly, then it's more than likely what you'll get back is people treating you the same way, because the way that you treat people is really a lot of the time what's returned to you. Some people disagree with that, but you know, it's the law of the universe a lot of the time. Sometimes it is unfair. Sometimes you treat people really well and you get this. You still get treated unfairly with justice reversed. But I think that, you know, how you guys approach love is from a place of injustice, if that makes any sense, because injustice is justice reversed. So it's almost, Pisces, like you approach your love lives from a place of victimization for some of you guys, because some of you guys might have been through some sort of difficult situations in terms of love. It's almost like you've taken on this mantle that now how you approach love is from a place of injustice, which means that what you're putting out there in terms of your approach to love might be something that's quite negative, if that makes any sense. The energy that you put out might be quite negative in terms of love. Themes of kind of distrust with the justice card reverse, not trusting potential suitors that come in, being very doubtful about relationships, being very doubtful about people, not feeling that you're going to meet someone either because of who you are or because of how you've been treated or who other people are. I think you're approaching your love life from a place of imbalance, but the imbalance is coming from who you are and what you've experienced. And the reason that everything is happening is because of the Four of Wands reverse. So some of you guys might have broken up, you might have got divorced with that Four of Wands. Four of Wands reversed often means, you know, separation, or it means that there's been an unsuccessful plan, or it means that there's been a lack of achievement in a plan. In the upright, this is about the success, this is about a loving relationship, a happy relationship. This can represent marriage, engagements, that type of thing. But the Four of Wands in the reverse represents to feel a lack of joy, a lack of happiness. I've read this card to see, I've read this card to mean, you know, divorce, separation is the Four of Wands in the reverse, an unsuccessful relationship. It might be that there's been an unsuccessful, you know, this is Four of Wands. Often this card represents the start of something. So this can be, well, you've had initial success, but there's more to build on with that Four of Wands, you know. So this is the card of marriage card. You get married, but, you know, you never know whether a marriage is going to end. You've got to the initial stage and you've had some initial success, i.e. the marriage or moving in together, but then you have to see what happens afterwards. So there's no 100% promise of anything with the Four of Wands. And I think reverse, so if you guys might have left a relationship, moved home, moved out of the marital home, that type of thing, I'm seeing some unhappiness here, instability here with the Four of Wands reverse. And it might be that you approach love from very much a negative place with the Justice card reverse, because some of you guys have suffered some instability and insecurity in terms of your love lives with the Four of Wands in the reverse. Separation, for example, maybe divorce, maybe some of you guys have moved out of a home, a house that you shared with a partner. And in the recent past, what you've been experiencing is the King of Wands in the reverse. So I think with the King of Wands in the reverse, often this person, I think around, this is actually around this energy. You might have experienced somebody who's quite dominant, quite domineering, somebody who's quite forceful, with the King of Wands in the reverse. Somebody who's a chameleon. One moment they're nice, the next minute they're not so nice. You might have experienced, for some of you Pisces people, somebody who was very flaky. So one minute they're all over you, the next minute they cannot be found. You don't know where the hell they are. You might have experienced somebody who took the piss. The King of Wands reverse is also a liar as well. All kings have the potential to lie when they're reversed, to be perfectly honest with you. You might have experienced with this King of Wands in the reverse somebody who kind of lacked any type of motivation, somebody who lacked if this is your energy, King of Wands reverse, Pisces, then you'll lack the confidence, I think, in terms of love, for example, as a result of this energy here. But I think this is a person that some of you guys have experienced, whether this is a year ago, 6 months ago, 3 months ago, whatever it is. You've experienced somebody, you've experienced the reason that everything is happening is a divorce or a separation or moving out of the family home or feeling a sense of instability in that home with the Four of Wands energy reverse. And you've experienced, as a result of that energy, you've been experiencing somebody who you just couldn't trust, somebody who wasn't reliable enough, I think, with this King of Wands in the reverse, somebody who had just too many issues, too many complexities, somebody who possibly could have been quite abusive as well, because King of Wands in the reverse can have a terrible, terrible temper when he's reversed. King of Wands in the upright already has a bad temper, but in the reverse he's very ill-tempered, such a very short-tempered as well. So it might be that you experienced somebody's temper tantrums, or they were very ill-tempered with you, very short-fused, that type of thing. Now, who you are right now as people, your significator card is showing that you are the Devil reverse, which is nice. The Devil reverse, I think that you are letting go. You're showing us somebody who's letting go of a very toxic situation, especially if you've had any abuse from a person in the home, somebody who's got a very short temper, or a cheat. King of Wands reverse is often seen as a cheat. He's got lots of different love affairs and that type of thing. In the upright he's not much better, to be honest with you, some of the time, but at least he's a little bit more reliable in the upright. In the reverse he can be a right one, do you know what I mean? Multiple sexual affairs, that type of thing. But right now you're looking to release this person here. I think you looked at, as a significator card, the Devil reverse suggests to me that as a person right now, with the Devil, you're not holding on to this situation. You're not even trying to control this situation any longer. All you're doing with this Devil reverse is letting go of this negative, toxic energy concerning this individual. The Devil, if you were the Devil in the upright as a significator card, I would read you being that Devil. You would be somebody who was trying to control the situation, trying to maybe bring this person to yield. But it's almost like you being the Devil reverse, you've lost your grip, or you've given up the grip on this situation with the Devil in the reverse. You seem to be in a place of now recovering, and your challenge though. What's your challenge or your influence? Well, the challenge is the Ace of Cups reverse. You'll notice that these are all reversed. There's no love anymore. The challenge is falling out of love. Also, the challenge can be with an Ace of Cups, somebody left. But when you get cup cards and they're reversed, it talks about a lack of fulfillment. So I think that because you've let go as well of this situation and you've released your attachment to it, Pisces, I think this is an influence as well around this as to why you are showing us this significator card, because there's no love left with the Ace of Cups. You're falling out of love with this person. There's no love left with this individual. And also I think that there's a lack of fulfillment with this Ace of Cups in the reverse. Okay, and I think that you are unwilling now to accept this person for what they are, because when you get the Ace of Cups reverse, it's not just about falling out of love, and it's not just about people leaving, and it's not just about feeling depressed or feeling emotionally, blocked by you probably have blocked this person emotionally anyway, but the Ace of Cups is also about invitations. But sometimes when you get this reverse, you're turning somebody down. So I think that what's influencing you right now is that you've had the power to turn this person away and to say, I don't want this anymore. My emotions are completely cut off from this individual. And as a result of that, the energy around you guys right now is the Hanged Man reverse. So that's interesting, the Hanged Man reverse, because the Hanged Man reverse represents somebody who cannot surrender. Therefore, I don't think that this is... But it's funny because you're showing us the Devil reverse. So how does that work? Your significator card says that you have let go of the chains of this situation. You've let go of those chains. You're not willing to hold on to this situation any longer. That's who you're showing as a person. But your challenge is the Ace of Cups. I think that this is a challenge, and I think that you can do both. I think that, you know, what happens is that people often think that you've got to be one thing or the other, and it's not the truth at all. You can let go of someone, but still in your heart find it difficult to let go of them emotionally. This is an action. I think the significator is talking about an action that Pisces has taken. You've let go of this individual. You said, actually, I'm just going to let this person go. But I think that your challenge is the heart, the Ace of Cups. I think your challenge is truly cutting your feelings off from this individual, because as a result of that, the energy, and this is where the blockage is, your challenge is no longer that you're influenced by this, you're challenged by it. You're challenged by the concept of blocking your emotions with the Ace of Cups reversed against this King of Wands in the reverse. And that's why the energy around you guys and what's blocking you is this Hanged Man reverse. The inability to let go is the Hanged Man reverse. So I don't think that some of you guys are truthfully letting go, even though you're showing us releasing the chains of this situation. Releasing the chains of this situation might be moving out of the home. Releasing the chains of this situation might be about not calling this person or not talking to them, you know, blocking them on social media, that type of thing. But when it comes to the heart, your challenge is telling yourself that you're no longer in love with this person. And that's why I think that your blockage in terms of finding true love is that you're still in a way with this Hanged Man energy, stuck on this person. Even though you've done with the Devil energy what you needed to do, Pisces, I feel that you're still stuck on this individual with the Hanged Man reverse. And therefore, the most likely thing that's blocking you from finding true love is the Two of Swords in the reverse. What's blocked? The Two of Swords reverse is interesting because that should be about balance, mental balance. You know, making a decision is the Two of Swords. Because when you get the Two of Swords reversed, it says that your mind is in perfect balance now. But why would, if your mind is in perfect balance, why would this be blocking you? But it's got to be that your mind is in perfect balance. This, again, must be being mentally stuck on something. I think you're mentally stuck on an idea here with this Two of Swords in the reverse, because you're stuck here. I think that your mind is still, I think that you haven't changed a pattern of thinking. That's what I'm, because the Two of Swords in the reverse means that you're mentally balanced. You can be balanced mentally in any way, shape or form. If you're a serial killer, you might feel that you're completely mentally balanced about who you kill. I only kill bad people, therefore it's right. If that makes sense to you, you would think that you are completely in balance with your thoughts here. Yes, I only kill people who are bad. That's right. Not thinking, well, maybe it's terrible to kill anyone. Do you see what I mean? This is all about a tunnel vision, I think, with the Two of Swords in the reverse. Your blockage is that you're quite tunnel visioned, I think, here with the Two of Swords energy. And the tunnel vision is relating to you being stuck here. And this being stuck is influenced by the challenge position of the Ace of Cups, not being completely able to fall out of love or cut your emotions off from this person, which means that the blockage for you, the present situation around you is that you're still stuck. I think that you're emotionally stuck, and the most likely outcome for what's blocking you is your tunnel vision concerning this individual with the Two of Swords energy in the reverse. Now, coming in, how you guys are going to feel is the Sun in the reverse. Geez, they're all reversals. That's really interesting. I think that you're going to be feeling, some of you guys, a little bit depressed, to be perfectly honest with you. Doubtful. I think that disappointed with the Sun in the reverse. Possibly for some of you guys, a lack of energy, for example, with the Sun in the reverse. Unable to see clearly with the Sun in the reverse. How does your ex see you? They see you as the Moon in the reverse, okay? So I think that this person sees you as a very open individual. I think that this person sees you as a very honest individual. Moon in the reverse means to be honest. It means to be very clear. It means to have clarity. It means to see things for what they are. So I think that this person knows and sees you as someone who can see things for what they are in this relationship. I think that they see that you can see everything. There's no way that they can hide. There's no way that they can kind of pull the rug over your, you know, the rug from underneath your feet, or pull the wool over your eyes. This person knows that you see everything, I think, with this Moon in the reverse. That you've got great clarity, I think, the ex sees you as. And I think that your hopes or fears in terms of love, well, the King of Swords in the reverse. I think that your fears are that this person being the King of Wands, it's got something to do with this King of Wands, is the King of Swords reverse. But the energy of the King of Swords reverse would mean to be indecisive. So your fears might be being indecisive as to whether you should stay or go concerning this relationship. I don't think actually this person is this person here. Because this person we already know has caused issues. And I think if your fear was that this person lied, where is the connection between this person's lies? He's probably done all sorts of things, but I'm looking for where the connection is. I think that your fears with the King of Swords in the reverse, Pisces, is to be completely undecisive about what you should do, or indecisive about what you should do concerning this individual and this situation. Even though as a significator card it says that you've let go of trying to control this relationship, your challenge is, you know, the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Okay, your challenge is blocking out your feelings with the Ace of Cups in the reverse, because as a result of that, the energy around you is that you're stuck. And as a result of that, the most likely outcome for what's blocking you is that your inability, I think. But this isn't a card that I don't interpret the Two of Swords reverse as the inability to see things clearly. I just say that there is a certain way of thinking, and in that itself, it could be the inability to see things clearly, because there's a certain tunnel visioned aspect to the Two of Swords in the reverse. So I think that you think in one way concerning this person, not one way, but because your challenge is releasing love, blocking your emotions concerning this individual, with the Ace of Cups in the reverse, it being your challenge. I think the most likely outcome for what's blocking you is that you kind of, with the Two of Swords in the reverse, have very much a tunnel vision concerning this individual. You've kind of made up your mind, or you are. I don't know. Everybody's mentally balanced in whichever way they're mentally balanced, but it's almost like what's blocking you is you seem to have made your mind up about this person with the Two of Swords reverse. You might have made your mind up that even though you know that this person's a bit of an asshole, that this might be your soulmate, for example. We'll see what this is about. How do you release this block? The block is the Two of Swords reverse, the Hangman, and the Ace of Cups. So we've got 3 blockage cards showing here. How do you release this blockage? There you go, the Five of Wands in the reverse. Completely removing yourself from the situation. Five of Wands reverse often shows up when you need to remove yourself from a conflict, from a fight, because it's a fight that you can't win. And it's saying in the upright, this is a fight you can't win. So in the reverse, and it is a fight that you can't win, because this person's probably always going to be causing a great deal of disruption, insecurity, instability in the house, in your home, in your life, with the Four of Wands energy, because they are the King of Wands in reverse. Possibly could be quite abusive, possibly a very damaged person, could be quite tyrannical. I elude him. I think he represents a King Henry VIII reversed, is my King of Wands in the reverse. I attribute all the court cards to characters from history, and he's definitely, not just because of his red hair, but also because he's got definitely the traits of King Henry VIII. King Henry VIII in the upright was sporty, handsome, tall, charismatic, ambitious, had a lot of people following him, a lot of people liked his personality, could amalgamate himself into any setting with anyone, great conversationalist, great motivational speaker, inspired many people. In the reverse, a cheat, a liar, a troublemaker, a tyrannical king, somebody who could have your head cut off in just like that, didn't really care, very dominant, very forceful, but also quite a coward in the reverse as well. Do you see what I mean? If he didn't want to go through the proper channels to do certain things, so he'd either get other people to do it for him, or he would just cut somebody's head for it. You know, just not a nice guy at all in the reverse. And you're dealing with this type of beast here, I think, for some of you Pisces people. Somebody who sees things in one way, and they only see themselves as being right, and everybody else as being wrong. And I think that you guys are dealing, or you've dealt with this type of tyrannical beast showing up here, Pisces, in the reverse. That has really made your life a living hell, or made you feel very unhappy here, okay? But your challenge is that you can't seem to let go. Your challenge is the Ace of Cups in the reverse, removing your feelings, cutting yourself off emotionally wise, and that's what makes you stuck, because the most likely obstacle is that you're very tunnel visioned in a way. Now the tunnel vision can be anything. The tunnel vision can be, but he made me laugh, or she made me laugh, or the tunnel vision could be, but he was really good looking, or the tunnel vision could be that, you know, we looked great together, or we had just such a good time together, and blah 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 blah. And that's why you guys in the immediate future being very unhappy. But the universe is saying that if you only think about this person in one way, maybe with this Two of Swords in the reverse, you've made up your mind in a way about, I guess, what makes this person who they are, or what made them made you fall in love with this person, then the overall outcome with the best way to get rid of this blockage with the Two of Swords in the reverse is really just to remove yourself completely, because you can't win in this. You know, you might have a certain way of looking at this person, but when you look at what they've done to you, Pisces, it changes everything. Do you see what I mean? It's a game changer. So how do you balance? How do you balance? Because you're balancing something here mentally around this person, but their behaviour dictates something else that brought in the unhappiness. So you're approaching your love life, I think, right now at the moment, from a place of injustice. You're not balanced. You're not balanced in your thinking. You're not balancing how you're approaching this individual, because you can see what they've done and you know that you need to let go of this individual. You can see that there. You can see it right there. Let's get some clarifiers on the go. We're going to get the tarot to go deck. I'll just get a drink. So, Handsome Roberts deck we're going to be using here. Why are Pisces people approaching their love lives from the position through the eyes of Justice reversed? Why are they approaching their love lives through the position of Justice reversed in 2 cards? Right, because the situation is about being in love. You're in love with this person, with a King of Cups, who I believe is this King of Wands. So you're in love with, and this should be a King of Cups. The King of Cups should be a kind guy. This is somebody, and everybody would want to be in love with a King of Cups. But you guys are in love with a person who should be kind, or a person that you think is kind. So you are approaching your love life from a place of imbalance. You're not seeing things clearly, I think, here. You're not seeing things clearly. Not really. Because the imbalance is all about loving someone. Loving someone who you feel is in some way, shape or form, I think, with this King of Cups, very lovable. Very lovable. Who wouldn't want to be in love with a King of Cups? But this is saying that you're approaching your love life through the lens of somebody who's not seeing something in the right way, and you're not seeing something in the right way. And this is why I think that your blockage is that Two of Swords in the reverse. Because even though this should be seeing something in the right way, you see it in the way that you see it. But not everybody else is going to see it in that way. This is your truth, not everybody else's. You see, you are approaching your love life from a very imbalanced position. And that imbalanced position is all about your love for a King of Cups. This could be a Scorpio, Pisces, or a Cancerian, male or female. Now, the reason why everything is happening is this Four of Wands in the reverse. What's this Four of Wands in the reverse about in 2 cards? What's this Four of Wands in the reverse about in 2 cards? Right, so I think that somebody is quite blocked here with the Four of Coins, and you've got the Eight of Swords showing here. 2 cards that show blockages. I think that this person's meanness with the Four of Coins is making you guys feel very frustrated. So I think that the reason that everything is happening is because there is instability within your home. Okay, there's instability in your life right now for some of you guys, or there was instability in your life. And that's about somebody who was quite mean and ungiving. Somebody who was, you know, it could be that this person was possessive. This person's possessiveness caused a great deal of frustration with the Eight of Swords. Or it could be that this person's meanness caused a great deal of frustration. One of the two, because you can get somebody who's a really mean, cruel person with the Four of Coins, and the Eight of Swords means to feel frustrated. So it's either that this person that you'd been with was very possessive, causing a great deal of frustration, or that this person's meanness caused frustration. But either way, the root issue is about feeling very unhappy and very insecure in the relationship and very unstable. Now, around that, what you guys have experienced is a King of Wands in the reverse. And why is this person showing as a King of Wands in the reverse? Why is this person showing as a King of Wands in the reverse in 2 cards? I think that this person has made decisions with the Justice energy. In terms of your relationship, I think that with the Justice energy, that this person has basically had a great deal of control of this relationship. And I think that this person in the recent past, I think that, not just in the recent past, but I think around this, that this you have experienced a very dominant force with this King of Wands, because this person, I think, has wanted to take control. I mean, Justice and the Lover's card is often about an official union. a marriage, that type of thing. But that wouldn't explain why this person is the way that they are. So I read this differently. I say, well, they're showing up as a King of Wands in reverse because, number one, the King of Wands reverse we know to be a very tyrannical, very dominant. He's a King Henry VIII reversed, basically the King of Wands reverse. So this person's very dominant, uses their power, wields their power in a very dominant, tyrannical and unfair sense. But I think it's because that with the justice, they were imparting their justice. They wanted to take complete control of this relationship. So in a way, I think some of you guys had dealt with a very possessive lover. So this person's possessiveness and also meanness caused a great deal of frustration, which is why at the root of everything is an unhappy partnership with the Four of Wands reversed. And as a result of that, you guys experienced a very tyrannical, a very kind of power-hungry, nasty piece of work in the King of Wands, who I think is showing this way because it was all about this person wanting to impart their justice on this relationship, wanting to impart their own cruelty and their own control within this relationship. So I'm getting a sense that for some of you Pisces people, you were with somebody who was quite mean, quite possessive at the same time, causing a great deal of frustration because they wanted to show who was in control of this relationship. But yet how you're approaching love at the moment is from a place of imbalance. Because, you know, you want, and I think the imbalance is that you feel that you've got love with a good man, or you felt that you had love with a good man or a good woman. But I almost get the impression that the root issue is about, and here is about somebody who it was almost like Stockholm Syndrome. Is it Stockholm Syndrome? Is that what it's called? I think it's Stockholm Syndrome, where you fall in love with your captor. Do you see what I mean? So this person I get the impression for some of you guys, you've been brainwashed by an individual here. And that's why you've got an imbalanced view, because you think that this is love from a King of Cups, somebody who truly loves you. But really what you've experienced is a great deal of unhappiness from a very possessive person that was frustrating you. And somebody who was using their power and their position as the King of Wands in the reverse to seek to get control with the Justice energy, act as judge and jury within this relationship. Now, as a significator card, you guys have decided, actually, I'm going to just, the Devil in the reverse, I don't really want to hold on to this relationship anymore. I want to let go of this. I need my freedom. So I think that you guys, whether you are the two people on the chain being held back by the Devil, or whether you're the Devil itself, this is all about you guys being released. Your significator card is telling me that you wanted to release yourself from this. And what's this Devil reversed about? Being a Pisces significator card. What's the Devil reversed about? Being Pisces significator card in 2 cards. Show me. Well, the Sun. So the Sun is all about happiness and new beginnings with the Sun energy. Okay, so the Sun and the Seven of Swords is not a great card, because somebody uses things that they can, because the Seven of Swords is about being deceptive. This person's kind of tiptoeing around, and the Sun energy is about somebody who feels confident to lie to another individual. So you guys you're showing as the Devil in the reverse, where you're looking to, I think, release this situation, because it's all about you guys feeling confident enough. And I think the confidence is about you guys, Pisces with the Seven of Swords, not to lie, but to really use some clever tactics as to how you kind of either play this person at their own game or remove yourself. I would call this clever tactics with the Seven of Swords energy, okay? And how you kind of I think with the Wheel of Fortune change, perhaps this depressive, or perhaps this very kind of disappointing or depressive relationship. I would call the Five of Cups depression. So how you change Wheel of Fortune, the depression that some of you guys have gone through. But I think that you feel confident enough confident enough in how you are manipulating, or how you are with this Seven of Swords, enabling yourself to be quite smart and cunning in trying to change this depression or the sadness that you've been feeling concerning this relationship. So turning things around to your advantage, I think. So you guys are showing us the Devil energy, because you are looking to try and find ways to release this toxic situation concerning this individual. But your challenge is the Ace of Cups in the reverse. So your challenge is kind of removing your emotions, which is probably what you've been trying to do here. What's the Ace of Cups in the reverse about in terms of the challenge position? Well, Four of Cups, this is rejecting. Perhaps rejecting some form of renewal. So if you're not with this person anymore, maybe your challenge is kind of removing your emotions from this situation. This is all about you guys rejecting this person coming back a second time around, or rejecting this person's advances. Do you see what I mean? Because Judgment is the reconciliation card. It's a renewed relationship. And the Four of Cups would say, well, I don't want to renew this relationship. So for some of you guys, it's literally rejecting this relationship. Some of you guys have found it very difficult to say, I'm not going to go back to being with this person here any longer. And that's why your challenge is, you know, doing that. Okay? For some of you guys, it might be rejecting this relationship is your challenge, and starting afresh with the Judgment card, in which you start to build a life on your own with some of you guys, with this Nine of Coins energy showing here. Which is why the energy around you is the Hanged Man reverse. And what's this Hanged Man reversed about? What's this Hanged Man reversed about in 2 to 3 cards? Well, the Three of Cups is the partnership card showing here. I think that you're still pursuing with this Knight of Swords. Because the Knight of Swords is rushing into that Three of Cups. I think that some of you guys are still pursuing a reconciliation. It's either that you're still pursuing a reconciliation, or you're still pursuing some form of agreement or partnership with this person. With the Knight of Swords. I think you're still eager as well with this Knight of Swords for this connection with this person. Which is why you're still stuck. Because you still feel that there can be a balanced connection. And even though it's number 3, threes are still a balanced number when you work together in a partnership. So some of you guys are still pursuing this partnership, still pursuing this connection, still feeling that you're going to have almost the happy ever after in this situation. Because your challenge is the Ace of Cups. Truly giving up on your emotions, truly removing your emotions from this person, truly falling out of you. It's a problem. You find it difficult to stop loving this person, is your challenge with the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Because this is all about you guys rejecting either a reconciliation with this person, maybe you keep going back to this person, or maybe rejecting reconciling with this person and, you know, going it alone, for example. So some of you guys might be finding it difficult to give up on a particular person here. And that's why you're still stuck. Hanged Man. So, you know, right now still stuck with this person, or still stuck on this person, because you're still pursuing this connection with this person, this emotional connection that you feel is there. But this person's actually only out for themselves. You have tried to remove yourself because as a significator, you're showing as the Devil in the reverse. So you're no longer interested, I think, as well, in the material aspects of this relationship. All right? No longer interested in kind of staying within a relationship in which one person has more power than the other. And this is about you being smart enough and clever enough and confident enough to use your intelligence, I think, with the Seven of Swords, to change your unhappiness, to change your way of life at the moment. So you're doing that for some of you guys. However, what is more than likely blocking you from finding real love is the Two of Swords in the reverse. And what's this Two of Swords reversed about? What's this Two of Swords reversed about? Well, the Eight of Coins is all about putting hard work and effort into making something a great success. So you're still very tunnel visioned, I think, with this Two of Swords in the reverse. You're still your blockage is your tunnel vision, and your tunnel vision is showing here, and it's showing here, right here and here and here, Pisces. You still feel that if you put the hard work in with this Eight of Coins, you're going to get everything you want in this relationship, the world. So what's blocking you is that you're tunnel visioned. You're ignoring, basically, because that Two of Swords in the reverse is also a card that tells you that you ignore the truth, because you make a truce with the self. But you can easily ignore the truth with the Two of Swords in the reverse. You are ignoring the truth. Because this is all about you thinking, well, if I put a lot of hard work into this, I'm going to achieve what I want in the end with the world. That's what you guys are going to be thinking. That's what's going to be blocking you. Because if we go here, Pisces, what we see is your challenges being able to stop loving this person, which is fair enough. It's not that easy sometimes, is it? But this love, and also the Ace of Cups in reverse talks about rejection as well, rejecting someone. So your challenge is rejecting this individual, because this is about you rejecting the notion of a reconciliation with this person and going it alone. So some of you guys really can't do that. That's your challenge. But that's why you're stuck, Hanged Man, because you're still pursuing this connection with this person. You're still pursuing the happy ever after with that Knight of Swords rushing into the Three of Cups. And therefore what's blocking you is your tunnel visioned. Two of Swords reverse. Your inability to see the truth for what it is. Because you still feel, well, if I work on this relationship, I will achieve what I want with the world energy. We will get there. Now, in the immediate future, you guys are going to be feeling the Sun reversed. And what's the Sun reversed about? What's the Sun reversed about in 2 cards? Well, it's something to do with the long-term relationship, building of this relationship here. I think that somebody is not focused on this. You've got this 3 of Wands showing there. Somebody is not focused on the family, on this relationship. And it's this King of Wands reversed. Yeah? So you're going to be feeling unhappy because this person is not focusing on building this relationship, building the stability of the relationship. If you've got children with this person, if you've been with this person a long time, Pisces, this person's not focusing on building that relationship with you. They're looking at other things in other areas. They're probably looking at having fun, looking at going out, enjoying themselves, partying, for example, and not enough on the family. And, how does the partner see you? Moon reversed. How does this ex or this partner see you? Moon reversed. Why does the ex or partner see Pisces as being the moon reversed? And I only say the partner because it feels to me that this person's very present. Why does this partner feel, or ex feel, for Pisces the moon reversed? Show me in 2 cards. Well, there you go. You know the truth. The Ace of Swords shows there. Okay, the truth is that this person is not 100% committed. Okay, so they see you as the moon energy showing here reversed. They see you as somebody who knows what's going down. They say to themselves, well, Pisces knows the score. And what is the score? The score is Ace of Swords. If the truth is either that you know that this person's hatching a plan to start something new with this Fool energy, to start a new direction, which is maybe this is why they're not around that much. Maybe this is why this person's... But I don't think it's that, because it looks like this person likes to have control. Maybe Pisces knows the truth that this ex or this person, this partner, has been communicating with another individual. Communication, Ace of Swords. The Fool card can be a younger individual. Are they communicating with somebody else? Or does Pisces knows the truth? Is Pisces very aware with the moon in the reverse? All right. That this person's not committed. The truth of the matter, Ace of Swords, this person's not 100% committed. They know that you know the score of what's going on with them. They know it. They know it. They want to have their cake and eat it. This is the problem. And you guys, if this resonates with you, you're allowing it to happen with this individual. Because you think that if you work hard enough, you're still going to achieve what you want to achieve. But this person doesn't really give a shit. What are your hopes or fears? I think that I think the fear is the King of Swords in the reverse. So what's this King of Swords reverse about? I can see that Pisces fears of the King of Swords in the reverse. What's this King of Swords reversed about in 2 cards? Knight of Pentacles shows here. And the Star. I mean, the Knight of Pentacles I always read as very slow movement towards a goal. Okay, achieving a goal. So your fears are, with this King of Swords reversed, that you will... I think it is definitely a fear, but the King of Swords reverse could be this person here. It could be that your fear is that this person's lying to you, maybe. What would they be lying about? Well, why would they be a King of Swords reverse? Why would you fear that this person was lying? Maybe they're moving very slowly towards you guys achieving a particular goal, maybe getting married or something like that. Or is it the fear that you're going to be indecisive here? Because you're still working towards the goal of getting everything you want with this Star energy. The overall outcome for how you remove this block to finding real love is the 5 of Wands in the reverse. And I read that as just completely taking yourself out of the drama. which is what Five of Wands in the reverse is. They say in the upright, this is a fight that you can't win. So if you can't win the Five of Wands in the upright, the best thing that you can do is remove yourself from the fight, because it's a fight you can't win, Five of Wands in the reverse. What's this Five of Wands reversed about in 2 cards? What's this Five of Wands reversed about in the 2 cards? Show me. Well, it's about a King of Swords shows again, but in the upright, showing here. And the 6 of Pentacles. I think that you need to detach yourself from the idea that you and this person are going to have a balanced relationship. 6 of Coins means to have a balanced relationship. It's a give and take relationship where both people are playing their part in the relationship. And I think with the King of Swords having his back turned to that, this isn't a person, this is saying as an energy you need to analyse as well, I think. There is a sense of analysing, but because the bottom card says for me to remove yourself from the fight, that you just can't win with this person, this is all about cutting yourself off emotionally from the idea, King of Swords, from this idea that you are going to be able to have an equal relationship with this 6 of Coins, because I don't think you are going to be able to have an equal relationship with this 6 of Coins. Okay, so cut yourself off from it. Okay, and I also think that you need to see clearly with this King of Swords that an equal relationship or trying to have an equal balanced relationship with this person is going to cause conflict with the Five of Wands. It's just going to cause a lot of problems with this individual, okay, or cause you a lot of worry, okay. And I think that because this person often rejects you, there's going to be arguments over this person who's rejecting you, showing here, because we've got the 7 of Wands here. I can see arguments over somebody who seems to be, you know, arguments and challenges. So I think that you need to think very clearly with this King of Swords. And that clarity of thought you need to act on with the King of Swords. Because trying to have a balanced relationship with this person is going to cause you nothing but problems and challenges with the 5 of Rods and the 7 of Rods. Basically what's blocking you from having real love is that for some of you Pisces people, you're keeping hold of somebody who seems to be, who seems to be blocking you from having something good come in. They often say that sometimes you do things, you know, if you do something the same way, sometimes, I can't remember what the saying is, I think it is the silliest thing that somebody can do is do something in the same way over and over again and expect a different result. Because this is what you're doing. You're expecting a different result by doing something in the same way that you've done it before. And it's saying, well, this can't work. Here, you're very tunnel visioned and you're blind to the truth with the 2 of Swords in the reverse. You're actually blind to the truth with that 2 of Swords reversed. Because you feel that if you work hard enough, you're going to gain the world with this person. You're going to gain the greatest, the best, the loveliest relationship, the happiest relationship, the most successful relationship. You're going to gain all of this stuff if you work hard on it. And that's what's blocking you from having real love. Because how you remove that blockage is see things clearly and act on that clarity. Because if you think that you're going to have a balanced relationship with this person where both of you are playing your part, you're going to have nothing but worries, fights and challenges with this individual. That's what you'll have. So the outcome really is saying, look, how you remove this blockage here is by just giving up the ghost. Give up the fight, because it's a fight you can't win. Let's quickly go through this reading again. This is how do you remove what is blocking you from having real love. Well, you know, you guys are showing us approaching your love life in a very imbalanced way. And this is all about your love for what you would deem to be a King of Cups. In a way, this is your Stockholm Syndrome bullshit. You capture, you fall in love with. This person's captured you and you've fallen, they've brainwashed you in the same time. Now, the reason that everything is happening, the reason that these blockages are happening is because you are in an unhappy relationship, an unstable relationship. So how everything started off for you was an unhappy relationship. One in which the 4 of Coins, somebody who's probably quite possessive in this relationship, making you feel kind of trapped or stuck with that 8 of Swords, or even frustrated. Now, I think that around that you've got somebody here, this King of Wands, who's throwing his weight around, being quite dominant, quite controlling, King of Wands in the reverse. Because he wants this relationship, justice and the lovers. It's all about him trying to garner control, I think, within this relationship. And you guys say, well, as a significator card, okay, well, I need to release these chains. So as a person, you're saying, I'm making steps to release this relationship, release these chains. Because this is about me having the confidence with the Seven of Swords, probably to leave. Seven of Swords also means to leave. So having the confidence to leave the relationship will create, positive conditions, will change my unhappiness with this Five of Cups. So you already say here, you know what's going down. You know what's going down. But this is the problem here, how you're approaching love. In a very, looking at it through the eyes of an imbalanced individual, because this is all about you being in love with who you see as being your perfect individual, the King of Cups in a way. But the problem is that you're dealing with somebody who not only is quite possessive, mean, makes you feel frustrated, makes you feel in bondage and trapped. They also wield their control. They're also a power freak, a control freak with the King of Wands in the reverse showing there, because they feel that they need to impart their control and their justice on your relationship. So they're the one that's going to make all of the decisions here in this relationship. And you say, okay, fine, I get it. I love them, but I get it. I need to release this so that I can have the confidence to leave and change this unhappy situation that I'm in. You already know it here, Pisces. But your challenge is you can't truly let go with the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Because you cannot. This is all about you rejecting the idea of giving this relationship another go, to go and sort yourself out. Some of you guys are probably still in this. Or you've been through it. But, you say that you want to do this, but when it comes to it, you challenge it, oh, I can't. I don't see how I can really let go of this person. And therefore, you're experiencing blockages, the Hanged Man. You're stuck. You're finding it difficult to change this way of thinking about your captor. Because you're still pursuing the idea, Knight of Swords, of having the happy ever after. Marriage, maybe. Children, maybe. Joy, healthy, committed, agreeable companionship with the Three of Cups. But the universe is saying, Pisces, the problem is what's blocking you around all of this is that you are looking at things in the wrong way. Two of Swords reversed. What's blocking you with this Two of Swords in the reverse? You might have had a truce with this person. You might have even had an agreement with that Two of Swords in the reverse. But more than anything, you're not seeing the truth. And you're not seeing the truth because you feel that if you work on this relationship, you're going to get everything you want with the World card through it. So you think the harder I work, the more successful I'll become in this relationship. But this person doesn't really give a shit. All they care about is having control over you. But when it comes to true love, I very much doubt it. Now, some of you guys are going to be feeling very unhappy in the immediate future because this person is not focusing. This King of Wands here is not focusing, Three of Wands, on turning its back on the Ten of Cups. They're not focusing on the family enough. What they're focusing on is having a great deal of pleasure and a good time. Could involve other people as well, potentially. And they see you as the Moon in the reverse. They see you as somebody who's in the clear. You know. They say, well, she knows, he knows. He knows, she knows that that I'm not, I can't be controlled, or I can't be changed, or I can't be held down. Because they know that I'm a fool. Or I've told them clearly that I'm not committed enough. I can't settle down 100%. It looks to me you've got somebody around you who wants to be around you when they want to be around you. But when it comes to settling down, they're saying, they know, Pisces knows the score. I told them that I'm a fool. I told them that I'm not committed enough. I already told them, they know. But then I come back when I want. They've got Stockholm Syndrome. Your capture has you exactly where they want you. Now, your fears are the King of Swords in the reverse. Your fears are maybe that this person lied to you when they told you that they just want to take things slowly. They want to move slowly when trying to accomplish things in this relationship. But they didn't lie to you because they've probably already told you where they stand here. Your fears are that you might be indecisive here because you still feel that you can work slowly, that you can achieve in time with this Knight of Coins, that you can build this star, that you can build this great, wonderful relationship that you're going to have with this person. However, if you want to release the blockage of all of this relationship, you need to just leave. Five of Wands reverse. Abandon it. Move out of it because it's a fight you cannot win. This person wants you to be subservient here, but then they want to do what they want to do, and they think that you're all right with it. So this person sees you in a way, Pisces, as nothing more than a lapdog, doing exactly what they want, when they want. When they want to be around you, you're there. When they don't want to be around you, they're not there. And they say, oh, but Pisces knows the score. There's no issue. They know that I'm not. I've already told them the truth that I'm not fucking committed. So what's the issue? Yeah, I'll go around there. Maybe Pisces got my baby kids for me. I got my babies for me. I'll go around when I want to see them, you know? But then they know that if I want to go off and do what I want to do, I want to do what... So they're having their cake and they're eating it. And the universe is saying, if you want true love, you've got to do this. Remove yourself. 5 of Wands, it's a fight you can't win. Because the King of Swords... It could be that this King of Swords is the King of Wands. The person that you're sharing your life with is causing worry and challenges within this relationship, or is worrying and causing you a great deal of tension every time they reject you with that 7 of Rods. Or as an energy, your mind, your intelligence, your intellect should tell you that trying to have a balanced sharing relationship with the 6 of Pentacles with this person will cause nothing more than arguments and rejection with the 7 of Rods. It's a no-win situation. If you want true love, Pisces, you're going to have to let this person go. Some of you probably already have done that and just needed confirmation. But you're going to have to, because you're probably not going to get anywhere with this idiot. You really are not going to get anywhere with this individual at all. You're blocking your own goodness off by keeping up with this douchebag. Let's get your advice. Universe, Spirit, what's the advice you have for Pisces on this reading? What's the advice that you have for Pisces on this reading? Show me. Tells you need to communicate clearly. Okay? Communicate clearly that you're ready to take action. So this person can't have it both ways. You either communicate clearly with this person and say, look, I am ready to have this relationship as a monogamous, loving, connected, agreeable relationship with you, or else do one. Simple as that. You're going to have to put them cards on the table. And you're going to have to say to this person, there's no point in you telling me that you want to be there and try to control me and have me at some fucking Stockholm Syndrome, and then you tell me, but I'm not ready to settle down. Yeah, Pisces knows I'm not ready to settle down. That's what they say to you, Pisces. And then they come and they sleep in your bed. Stay for a few days, a weekend or two, and then fuck off again when they get itchy feet and want to try something else. It's not on. Communicate clearly that you're not ready, that you're ready to take action. Or else, if they're not ready to take action and they can't settle down, tell them to piss off and show the door. Simple as that. You're no lapdog and you're no doormat. That's what's blocking you. This person is blocking you. If you want real love, stop acting like the doormat, you know? It's as simple as that. All right, that's your reading, Pisces. I'll see you on your love readings. Take care. Bye-bye.